Hey, it's me. I said that weirdly slow. Hey, it's me. That was too fast. Hey, it's me. Today is my annual seashell painting video. I have kind of shied away as of late. When I say as of late, I mean like the past 3 years from saying annual seashell because it's been a little less than annual because I've missed it once or twice. Either way, I'm doing it this year. So everyone can
chill and be happy.
2025, there is a seashell video. So no more complaining ever about anything. Nothing. Anyway, it's been kind of an ongoing thing for me to paint seashells in the summertime on my channel. My way of doing this has kind of evolved over time just because
I've evolved. I'm a changed person. I've grown. I've progressed.
Look at me, I have highlights in my hair. In the beginning, I would do a whole bunch of shells and like stick to more simplistic designs. Then I did more intricate designs. And then I started making them even more intricate and including them into like sculptural things. And then the sculptures got more intricate. We went and now I kind of want to take a step back and revisit just kind of painting on shells simply. Not because there's anything wrong with doing the sculptures. It was really fun and I love doing it that way. I just kind of want to do something different this year. Also different this year, watch out, hold on to your hats. I'm sure all of you are wearing hats right now. I figured it would be kind of fun to like do kind of a paint with me seashell painting thing instead of doing the voiceover. Look, I'm not making these changes because I think they need to be made. It's just for fun and just to switch things up. So I don't appreciate all the yelling and screaming
that I'm hearing from you right now.
Since I'm gonna be painting all of this right now as I'm sitting here, I should probably get into it. I has my box. Don't you start squeaking the way. Don't start squeaking the way the last one did. I don't care that you're painted. If you start the squeaking, you are out of here. You saw what happened to the last guy. Sorry, just had to quickly threaten my chair. This is my box of seashells. It is big and heavy, and I have not dug into this baby for a while. This collection is a force to be reckoned with. What even is in here? Why am I getting like dirty vibes? Maybe I need to reorganize. So, a bag of little shells. Okay. Another bag. I remember this one. I think I bought this from the dollar store at some point. And then this is another bag. My grandma gave these to me. These are more like special kind of shells. There's a lot of different colors. They're more intricate. The rest of them are big old fat shells. These are the ones that I typically choose to paint on. They have the biggest surface. This already has paint on it. Probably a thumbnail. This has paint on it as well. Probably also a thumbnail. So these are kind of ugly because they're like partially painted. Maybe I should fix these. I need a strategy actually, because what am I doing? You know what? We're not there yet. Backing up. Let me pick out some shells first. This one is kind of nice. It's got a hole in it though. That's unfortunate. I always avoid that one. I feel like kind of just going with the basic shells. This one's a nice smooth one. Ugh. Unpainted shells give me the creeps. They're so dusty and chalky in it. Make the digging end. Some of the big ones are at the very bottom. This is a big old fat one. I like that. I feel like 4 is a solid start. I can come back for more if needed. I have a little mat here. These are the 4 that I've selected. I mean, they're basically all the same. Slightly different sizes, but essentially the same. I feel like what makes sense here is to start by painting a solid color on each one. And then once all of that dries, then I can go through and like decorate on top. You know what? I actually kind of like this like reddish color on this shell. Oh! No, my paintbrush isn't crunchy. Nice and soft. It looks like it's one of these. Oh yeah, look at that. Exact same color. Ooh, there's some streaks. This needs to be mixed. Oh, I hate mixing with my paintbrush. It just makes me sad. I guess it makes me sadder to stand up because I don't feel like getting a popsicle stick right now. Oh, that is awful. Look at that. I feel so much guilt right now. That was a bad thing that I just did. And now my hand is dirty. Back to painting. There we go. Nice, even pinkish red. I'm gonna let that one dry and move on to the next one. I am not a huge fan of this yellow. I think it's kind of ugly. So let's not keep that. Ooh, this is a
Beautiful color.
I hope it dries very similarly to how it's coming out of the tube. Going for the turquoise.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
That one's gonna need another coat because I still see some yellow peeking through a little bit. There's that one. Next, let's do the big fat one. Ooh, it's thick. I feel like I kind of want to do just like a pure white. That's definitely gonna need a few coats. I have to go and wash my hands every time I finish one. This happens every time. All right, and I am just powering through. This is the fourth one that I set out. What color should I do for this one? Chocolate?
Chocolate.
Did somebody say chocolate?
I just broke it.
No, it's broken.
I did that.
I'm gonna throw this away. That did not go according to plan.
Ow,
And of course it was the smooth one. Do we have any more smoothies in here?
Nope.
This one is pretty smooth. It's actually got holes like all over it, but there aren't as deep of ridges in it as there are on a lot of them. This one is same vibe as the one that we broke. Okay, we didn't do that. I did that. Let me not drag you into this. But did you stop it from happening? No. Anyway, this one is the same vibe, but it's a lot smaller. I'll pull it out just in case. That's fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, chocolate. Let me paint this chocolate. We're gonna go with milk chocolate and it's gonna be lovely. Ooh, what if I do like a chocolate layered dessert look? That would be kind of cool. Do like a waffle cone at the bottom. So this one is gonna be two-toned because I have an idea for it. That looks hideous right now. Hopefully it'll get better. So now round two, start with the first one that I painted and do another coat on each of them. Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my decoration, which means I have to figure out what I'm doing for my decoration. It's red.
Very red.
This color reminds me of strawberry. It also reminds me of Jerry the Cherry. You could just make it Jerry the Cherry's face. But what is Jerry the Cherry's face without his butt crack? I think I'm gonna go with the strawberry idea. Wait a second. Strawberries are red, so it's gonna be red on red. That's hideous. I could do pink strawberries.
That would be kind of cute.
Like a red background with pink strawberries. I'm just gonna sketch out a little strawberry pattern. I wanted it to be very natural, like not perfectly spaced, some overlapping, some not. I'm gonna go with Poscas for this. I'm just gonna go for it, start coloring in these little things. This is a very light pink. Like it almost looks white on this red. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I should go with the brighter pink. That's gonna be too bright. We're gonna have to work with it. So I went over all the little strawberries and the leaves and the little white flowers and did a couple layers of Posca until I built up the color enough where it looks, you know, reasonable and we're not looking like ghosty. I'm gonna add in the little yellow centers of the flowers. And then I'm gonna start going in with the detail and trying to like make this look better. It's very blobby and too simple to be good. To achieve the detail on this, I use my Thule Art paint pen. I'm gonna be honest, the only thing that I like about these pens is the variety of colors, because a lot of times with Poscas, I cannot find the right color that I want, but man, they are annoying. Oh, the tips are super sharp, so they tend to scratch off the paint that they go on top of, and then also they splatter constantly. Oh my
Gosh.
I also have to constantly and aggressively activate them to get the paint to flow because the paint gets clogged really easily. I mean, it's looking pretty cute. I wish that the green shadows were not so dark. I feel like they're really standing out. Other than that, I think this is really cute. I just have to go through and fix up some of the bits where the paint is splattered from those freaking Thule Art pens. Okay, so this one is finished. I spent way longer on this singular shell than I should have. I probably need to pick up the pace because what am I doing? So, okay, we got one down. Who's next? Let's just go for it. The white shell. I feel like I want to do something a little bit more abstract-y. This kind of reminds me of... I'm gonna fall on my head. This chair that I painted recently, I wanted to do a rainbow on it, but I discovered after I had already started down that path, it has more stripes than colors in the rainbow, at least the way that I do the rainbow. Sorry, indigo. So in order to combat that, I just decided to add a couple additional colors into the rainbow. So many people in the comments were like, you should have painted it white on the sides, and then you could have just had the 6 rainbow colors inside. It's a valid approach, but I feel like the thing that I did was fine too. I actually love how the rainbow looks with those additional colors. I kind of want to do that on here, but the white, I could do white on the sides and then make like the rainbow with the additional colors on here. Are we seeing it? Orange.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. I think I got it. I can start painting now. So I painted in all of the colors in a nice little wavy stripy line. That looked like a hot mess. So I had to go over everything again and make sure it's all nice and crisp and neat and beautiful. And here it is after a couple coats. It looks pretty good. I like it. I'm being real finicky with colors today. I feel like colors are just not exactly the way that I want. Like I feel like the purple is just a tiny bit too dark. The blue is just a tiny bit too light. It's bothering me a little bit. It looks good, it's cute. We're gonna keep going. So I think I just wanna add some little details to kind of bring in the white onto the rainbow. Dang it! No. I don't like the star on the yellow because the yellow is super light and I messed up the star on the orange. So I'm gonna have to repaint over this and now I have to wait for that to dry. I'm gonna move on to the next one and just come back to the rainbow. Let's move on to this one. This is so ugly right now. I need to fix it. I have to use these freaking Thule art pens again. That's how much I hate them. I'm gonna attack myself
In my own head with them.
I want to do like a layered dessert look. So I'm gonna start with the little tan section and I'm just gonna paint in a waffle cone thing. It looks like a weird giraffe. Hopefully this comes together because this is not looking good so far. So I'm just gonna go crazy with layers of drippy stuff, chocolate, ice cream frosting. Who knows what it is. I really don't know. Chocolate on chocolate and everything is dripping and it's gooey. That's what I'm going for. And this is what I have. So basically now I just want to add some little highlights to make everything real wet looking. Let's do some gooey little highlights. Does that look sufficiently gooey? I think so. And then
Sprinkles.
And here is my little dessert shell. It's adorable. It is freaking cute. I'm gonna show these in the final form also after I've like clear coated them and everything. So if they look a little bit different, that's why. I guess it's like an ice cream cone. I just wanna take a bite of it. Like, it's very delectable looking. That one is now finished. Oh, and I forgot, I didn't even finish this one. I wasn't happy with the purple and the blue specifically. So what if I just went over them? Probably, honestly, don't have enough time before the end of the day to finish another one. I could use what time I do have to obsess over this one. Let me go ahead and do that. I just feel like this is gonna look so much better after I adjust the colors a little bit. I went over the purple with a lighter purple, and actually, I don't even think I have to mess with the blue now. I feel like that just balanced it. I think I'm good. Now, I just have to add these freaking stars. Okay, yeah, that's really cute. I like it. That's adorable. These are coming out so cute. Okay, I'm actually happy. They're pretty cute. And I am rapidly running out of time. And I still have one more shell that I really wanted to do. Do I have time to do this? What if I start it and I don't have time to finish? Then I'm gonna be brokenhearted. I'm just gonna whip up a portrait of Orange Fishy. I can do this quick. Seashell, fish, it's perfect. Of course, I'm going right for the orange fishy paint. Oh boy, this is gonna take several layers. Come on, this is a speed round. We don't have time for this. Oh, I almost knocked over the whole cup of paint water. Whip out that hairdryer. I quickly whipped up a portrait of Orange Fishy, kept on making mistakes, had to undo them, paint was taking forever to dry, kept doing weird things, and of course I'm in a hurry, so I'm just making mistake after mistake, but finally I got it almost done. All I have to do is dry the eyes and add some little highlights, and then guess what? The black paint smears all over his face.
It's my worst nightmare.
I am now out of time for the day. I have to wrap up. This is what I've done with the last of my time. I'm gonna have to paint over his entire face at this point. If I find some time to paint over this and finish this, I'll put some B-roll right now of the finished shell. But anyway, I did, however, achieve 3 shells that I'm actually very happy with. I think that they all came out really adorable. This was actually a really fun way to do seashells. I always forget how tricky it is painting on seashells, especially when you're trying to do details. The ridges just make it very challenging, but I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked the shells that I made. Not that one. I will see you next week. Bye.